So, my most frequently asked question definitely has to be, what do I use to edit my photos? And plain and simple, I use Photoshop, and it's a great program if you're willing to invest. But if you're not, today we're going to go over 4 softwares you can download to edit your photos at home. Here's how we tested them. So we first took this picture from online and we tried to correct her skin, give her contour, color the overall picture, give her eye makeup, and cut her off from the background. That was a bonus. So we're going to take a look at each program and see the results. Okay, so the first one we're going to look at is GIMP, and when you first open the program, this is what you see. You have the middle is for your picture itself that you're editing, the top left gives you all your tools, the bottom is your tool options, and then on the right you have your layers, your channels, you have brushes at the bottom, and then a few other tools you can use. For pros, GIMP does have a hover over option, so you hover over the tools, and here it says shear tool, so it gives you the option. You don't have to know what the tools mean. They also have filters, so up here you can check for blur, enhance, anything like that. Just like Photoshop, and then overall it was an okay program, and it definitely did lag a lot, but it had a lot of tools that Photoshop has, so it was super handy. And here we have the final version of the edit. So we were able to give her her contour, her skin retouching, her makeup, and we can check out the one with the background. So we cut her out. There are rough edges and you see like pixels on the edges. I'm not sure if that's because of the picture or the actual editor, but it's not the best at cutting out, and I saw that throughout the other ones, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at the next one. This one's creds. So when you first open it, it should look like this, and super useful. You have the user manual right there under community, except it sucks. Like, it's so terrible. I opened it, I was super excited because it downloaded and it looked just like Photoshop. Like, there were differences, but it looked pretty legit. And then I looked through and I tried to find the tools that I needed to come up with the makeup and the backdrop and whatever it is that I was looking for, and I couldn't find anything. I stared at the screen for like 5 minutes and I couldn't find anything, so I gave up, and ultimately I did find one tool that helped out. So I was able to get it done, but it didn't come out as good as the other ones. I wouldn't waste my time with it. I felt like I had to get creative with what I did have to get what I had to do done. Let's just look at the version that we got from this one. So this is the original. Then we have the edited version on creds. And then we have the cutout version. So what I did notice with this one is the skin looks super awkward around the cheek where we reduced the blemishes, and it just looks splotchy. It just doesn't look great. And the makeup looks super fake, terrible. And then with the cutting out, it was basically the same thing as the other one, so I'm not gonna, whatever. Okay, so now we're gonna go on to Pixlr Editor. It's an online version, and open it full screen. So the first thing I noticed was that there's ads, and that kind of bothered me, but it's free. We see in the middle, again, where you put the picture. On the left, you have all your tools. On the right, you have your navigator, super useful to go up and down, which the other ones didn't have. So already I was super excited about this one. The layers and the history. So I really like the interface of this one because it was super similar to Photoshop. So basically, if you were looking into buying Photoshop eventually, this is a really good start. So this is the final picture. The cheek cleaned up pretty well, especially the bottom part, and then the background, the same thing as the other 3, but overall this had to be my favorite of those 3. Alright, let's go on to the last one, and the last one is Snapseed, and I'm going to go ahead and open it. So the first thing it prompts you to do is pick the picture you want. So you click, and I'm going to go with the picture I already edited. So you could see I got rid of her blemishes on her cheek, though you can see a little bit of splotchiness still. So that's like, because I can't get too detailed since the screen's smaller, your fingers like take up most of it. Maybe with a pen might work better. For an app, it did really good. I wasn't able to do her makeup. There was no way for me to do that. There's no feature for like brushes or anything. And I couldn't cut her out. So those were the two things of the test that I couldn't try because it just wasn't working out. So what I liked about this was the tools. Over here we have healing. That's what I did for her cheek portraits, and I like that because you go to the little face and you can pick the skin tone you want. Skin smoothing and eye clarity, so that's what I did. I made her skin smoother after I healed it. And then that's basically all I did. Okay, so this is the Photoshop interface, and that's the picture I edited on Photoshop. And this is the picture that I cropped out the background in, also in Photoshop. They came out great, and now comparing them to all of these, I would say that GIMP was really good for blemishes and anything to do with the skin. Pixlr was great overall. It was my favorite one. I just heard about it, and I was amazed by how closely it was connected to Photoshop itself. And then Krita, Snapseed was great for on the go, and I love the fact that it has like things specifically for your face. But overall, I'd say they were all really good, except for Krita. And Pixlr, I would say Pixlr 100% was my favorite, and I recommend downloading it. They were all free, so if you want to give them a try, go for it. That's all I have for this video, and let me know down below what you want to see in future videos. Bye!